Hey guys, this is a demo of my Embedded Lab final project, which I did with Kiefer, Lee, and Aubrey. So the idea is that we just have a robotic arm that can draw whatever you take a picture of or any image that you upload. So the entire process starts on this web app here. This web app is hosted on the ESP32, but you start by selecting a file like this. I'm going to be using this image of Dr. Valvano. And then we have three different modes. This Canny plus contour mode does edge detection and draws the contours. Scan hatching looks at the shading of the image and will draw horizontal lines based on the shading. And cross hatching is similar, but it draws like cross hatched lines. I'm gonna be doing the Canny plus contours mode just to get these edges. We have all of these different parameters that allow us to change how the image processing is done. I like to make the images a little bit simpler so that they're not too messy and not too complicated. I think something like this is still a little bit complicated, so I'm going to play around with the parameters until I think it looks good. I think this is okay, so I'll press send to ESP32. And now this blue light on the ESP32 turns on, meaning it is receiving the instructions. Once it is done doing that, the machine starts scrolling. So basically, each of these pads is encoded as a set of kind of commands similar to 3D printer G code, but it's entirely custom. And then those commands are sent over Wi-Fi to this ESP32. The ESP32 sends them over UART to the MSP M0, and the MSP M0 does all of the work to draw the image, including inverse kinematics and stepper motor and servo motor controls. We have this little screen here as a bonus. It shows a progress bar of how close the image is to being completed. We can look at how it's going here. We have two steppers that control two angles. We have this angle here, as well as this angle here. And we also have a servo motor that controls whether the pen goes up and down, up or down. But yeah, we're able to control the pen like that in 3 dimensions and draw an image. The mechanical design is actually really nice. This is all done by Lee. He has belt-driven motors with a 4:1 belt ratio. That allows us to have greater precision over the robotic arm movement. And it also balances the weight so that the weight is all over here and not on the arm, where that would increase the amount of work that we would need to do and the amount of current we would need. But yeah, you can see the image is almost done. It closely resembles the original image here. And I'll just let it finish. Yeah, there we go. So now it's done, we take this out, and we have a very nice picture of Dr. Valvano. I also wanted to show some different examples of things that we've drawn with the robot. You can draw pretty much anything from people to objects to cartoons. As long as you have a good image to start with and good parameters, you can get a pretty decent result. I also wanted to show the scan hatching mode. This is where we draw horizontal lines to shade things in. We tested this a little bit and got some pretty nice results, and I'm actually pretty happy with how these turned out. Overall, this project was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Huge shout out to my teammates, Lee, Aubrey, and Kiefer. They did a ton of work on this project, and it would not have been possible without them. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.